Formula 1 just published something on their social media channels that honestly kind of ruined the start of the season for me. So there were rumors that there were going to be 2 preseason tests, one at Barcelona and one at Bahrain, and those rumors were confirmed. And in that post they just announced that the preseason test that is going to happen in Barcelona from the February 23rd to the 25th will be behind closed doors. And what do I mean by this? I mean that there will be no fans at the track, no live coverage on TV, and no live data timing. So even if you pay for Formula 1 TV or for Sky Sports F1 or for any other broadcasting service of your choice, you will not be able to watch this first test. Now, honestly, this just triggered me a lot, and this is why I'm making this kind of video, because I honestly think that this is the wrong decision for Formula 1 by far, and I think that they are trying to hide the real reasons behind closed curtains. So they changed the name of this session from Preseason Test to Preseason Session, and they are basically calling it a glorified shakedown of the cars. So this would not be an event for teams to test anything, it would just be an event for teams to see if their cars worked. But in reality, this is going to be a full-on preseason test with 3 days of unrestricted running, and the fans will just not be able to see anything. Now, I was thinking when I saw this post of a few reasons for why they might be doing this, and I thought that the teams may have had a request or that the circuit may have had a request to do this behind closed doors for any reason, but none of my thinking made any sense whatsoever, with one exception, and that was money. So the only thing that makes any sort of sense to explain this decision is that Bahrain paid a lot to have their preseason test be the one that's official and be the one that's broadcast. Now, this is very, very bad for Barcelona, and it's very, very bad for Formula 1, because there are a lot of fans that are excited to see the new cars on track, how the new generation of cars is going to handle all the technical details of these new cars and all of the aerodynamic parts that teams will bring to the first test. And with just the end of day roundup created by Formula 1, you just won't be able to see that in such detail. And one of the things that I just love doing during preseason testing was just having the tests on the background to see if anything interesting happened, but for some of the other parts of the day I was also glued to my screen trying to find little aerodynamic little details on the cars, and I just won't be able to do the same thing. Now, at first I thought that teams asked this for some sort of private reasons, but this doesn't make any sense, as all the other teams will be there just taking pictures of each other's cars, so this wouldn't make any sense. And for the Barcelona circuit, this is very, very bad, because they could sell tickets for this event and now they can't. So you used to be able to go to the Barcelona circuit, just pay a ticket and then be able to go to whatever grandstand you wanted to watch testing, which was an amazing thing that I was planning on doing this year. Well, but now not anymore, because Formula 1 just restricted any fans from going into the event. I just think that this is the wrong decision, because with the car launches in February there will be a lot of hype surrounding Formula 1 at that point, and by not broadcasting the tests you will just be killing that hype, and you will just be pissing off those ultra Formula 1 fans that are glued to every single minute of every single session, just like myself and just like I know a lot of you guys would. And even if you were not watching preseason testing with the same kind of attention that you were watching a race, you would have it in the background. And I can tell by the comments I get on these videos how excited you guys are for the new generation of cars, and believe me, I am as well. And I just think that this completely defeats the purpose of services like Formula 1 TV Pro, because you are paying to have full access to Formula 1 and you don't have it really, because they are putting a test behind closed doors that even your paid subscribers can't watch. I mean, I just can't find any justification for this to make sense. And this is just going to kill a lot of the hype that's surrounding preseason, because after all of the hype that's going to happen over the next 3 weeks of the car launches, people will want to see the cars on track, see how they handle, see the new driver lineups, and see the new liveries in the cars live on TV, and now they just won't be able to. And another thing that's also bothering me is that for people who like to analyze the data like me, not having access to the live timing is just adding insult to injury. Even if you were not able to watch the cars on track, you could be able to watch, let's say, the long run pace or the qualifying pace of the simulation that teams were doing, and get an idea of the pecking order for 2022, which is sure to change from 2021. But now you will just have access to the best times of each day, and I just think that this is killing a lot of the hype around preseason testing, and this will leave a big gap between the time that we see the cars being launched and the time that we see cars on track in Bahrain, because the second preseason testing will only be on March 10th to the 12th. And I know that this video became a little bit of a rant, but honestly I was so sad when I watched this news that I just couldn't stop myself from making this video. And I hope you guys understand why I'm so mad at Formula 1 right now, because preseason testing is honestly one of my favorite parts of the season, and it's one of the favorite moments for us tech nerds that love to watch every single detail of the car before the cars hit the track for free practice 1 in Bahrain. So it just killed a lot of the hype that I had for preseason, and it will leave a big void in my Formula 1 viewing experience that just won't be filled by a little 10-minute recap that I will do at the end of each day. And just think with me for a second, if this is not a test, why do they feel the need to do a roundup at the end of each day? It just doesn't make any sense. So this has been it for this little rant, and let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm missing something, or if you agree with me that Formula 1 is not taking the right approach to preseason testing. But in the meantime, that's been it for this video. I will have another video on Friday, so this will not be this week's upload. And in the meantime, you can watch my latest video right here. And if you enjoyed my analysis of Formula 1 preseason testing and their bad decisions, well, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But until Friday, that's been it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!